Welcome to this video about journaling in Monopoly that I made because the whole idea of the Monopoly board has been in my head a lot lately, and I really wanted to do a thing with a thing, and I made a thing. It's a pretty self-explanatory. You just make a Monopoly board of your personality, like they would of making a Monopoly board of Mario or memes or Fortnite. All you do is you just draw out the right spaces and everything for a Monopoly board, and you make everything your personality. I really enjoyed doing this. This was not only really fun to do and a really aesthetically pleasing at the end, but it was also it turned out to be a really great self-discovery exercise. Just thinking about all of the different game mechanics and how your personality would fit into them. There's the color groups, obviously, so when you put different parts of your personality and you can group them into colors. There's the value system, like maybe when you do this you make Boardwalk and Park Place like the two most core elements of your personality, and they get less core the further back you go. I don't think I did that though. I think mine was pretty random. I tried to have sort of a sorting into different colors, but I don't think I did it as well as I would have liked to. And then there's like, it's just a really fun exercise because you're like, what would free parking be in my personality? What would jail be? Have you ever thought about what jail would be in your personality? For me, I made it a bad mood, because when I get in a bad mood, it does feel sort of like a weird prison where I cannot progress in the game. So that's what I made it in the game. And also the go to jail space I made into no lunch, because if there's anything that's going to guarantee me getting into a bad mood, it's not eating and being hungry. And then just visiting I made into sad music, because sad music usually helps me get out of a bad mood. Sometimes, a lot of the times. I also changed chance into idea, because I'm constantly getting ideas, and like just the idea of when you land on this, when you every now and then when you play the game you pick up a random card with a random idea on it. That just feels like very reflective of how my life is in general, just like constantly coming up with ideas. And I turned community chest into journal prompts, which probably, I guess that is kind of my personality, because I do enjoy journaling a lot. So I guess journal prompts do kind of work with that, although not for the last few months though. This actual footage you're looking at was filmed a very long time. Well, that's an exaggeration. It was filmed, when was it? I have it here. I can just look at the date. Okay, I made this back in June. It's now the middle of September, so it was a couple months ago when I actually did this. And like just recently, these past couple months, they haven't been great for journaling, or at least they haven't felt great for journaling. I need to do more things like this, because like I just everything about my journaling feels inconsistent and just like half done. I don't really know why. I'm trying to figure out why so that I can undo that and go back to enjoying it. Not that journaling has to be constantly consistent or anything. Maybe inconsistency is just part of my personality. That is one of the spaces that I made. One of the yellow spaces is literally just inconsistency, because I consider it that much of my personality that I gave it a whole space. So maybe I just need to accept that I am not a consistent person, and just accept that, and accept that there's just gonna be times when I don't feel like journaling, and then, you know, a month from now I'm probably going to be filling up 20 journals in a month, and then I will not journal again for 3 months, you know, just like I do with YouTube and Sims and writing. Although some of those I consider my actual work, so I do need to get better at that. This is a random tangent now, and I need to get back to the actual topic of the video. Thank you. I do really recommend doing this, because not only was it's time consuming. It was time consuming, and it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun work. And honestly, you don't have to make it as much work as I made it. You just need to like make a thing of like 10 squares spaces times 4 and then just write it out. I mean, if you look at a classic Monopoly board, it's literally just a swatch of color and words. You don't have to go as extra as I did and like make a full-on doodle drawing for each single space. But it's a really fun thing to do because it gives you a lot to think about, and it's a really good growth exercise. What am I thinking? Self-discovery exercise. It's like a whole bunch of different prompts at once. There's so many spaces, you have to really think about all the different parts of your personality and how they go together. What would the train stations be? What's 4 things that are like kind of together and separate? What is the ghost space? What is something about yourself that represents beginning? For me, I just wrote 9 a.m. because that's generally when I wake up. What's free parking? For free parking, I put walk with music because I like to walk with music. I've ruined many earbuds with sweat. RIP earbuds. So yes, this is what I am giving to you. Based on the way I plan on titling this video, I assume you found it for specifically looking up journaling prompts, and I hope you enjoy this one. This one's not really very writey. There's not much writing, but I guess what you could do is like in the middle between all the spaces, after you've done it, you could write about how you feel about it, or like how you decided things, instead of just doing what I did and putting like just a title thing. You might not be able to do it in one sitting. You might be able to do it in one sitting. That is your challenge. Do this in one. Never mind. Forget I said that, because journaling should not be a like challenge thing. It should be like a fun thing. So don't do this unless you think you're going to have fun doing this. That is the goal. That is the takeaway. Or if you think that you're going to get something out of it personally. Those are the 2 main reasons to journal in my personal opinion of personality. You should only do it if it's fun, or you're getting something out of it, or maybe recording something. Lots of reasons to journal. You should journal. You should try journaling if you haven't. If you're not a journaler, I don't know why you're watching this video, or why you're this deep into this video, because why are you here? One last thing I want to say is that I turned the text spaces into fear spaces and put my fears there, and I thought that was both funny and I can't think of the other word that I was going to use, but there you go. I've said everything that I wanted to say, I think. Enjoy this prompt. Have fun with it. Be creative with it. Don't think too much about it. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Just sit down, just do it, and if you're not happy with it, then you can just do it again. I'm actually thinking I might want to do it again. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that right now because I'm too lazy. I might do it again at some other time because there's a few things that I would like to do different, but I hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, and all those YouTube-y things, and yes, goodbye.